Hello everyone, and welcome to this, I guess, quick episode about how I recently renovated my recording studio. I was considering doing this kind of work for a while before actually the opportunity arose unexpectedly. And so I decided to use this opportunity. I had some window in my work where I was off for an extra week, and I thought, okay, I'll better go and do what I was planning for. I wasn't sure when I was starting this work. I had a general idea, but I didn't have a detailed plan. As I said, this opportunity arose just sort of a bit unexpectedly. I mean, I'm quite happy with the end result, but I'm going to quickly show you where I am. So living in UK, I've got one of these garage conversions where it used to be garage, then converted into the room that I'm part of it. I'm using as an office. So if I'm going to show you where I've started, this is kind of like where it all used to be. So I used to have a lot of acoustic panels on the walls that I bought a long time ago, and I realized they don't do a thing in terms of dumping the low end. And it's been like this for quite a while. So this is when I've taken everything apart. I've taken my desk yet again because I wanted to modify that to suit my new setup. And I'm gonna just show you. So that's like ripping everything off. The problem I had, if you see on the left hand side, there's like a box there, so the walls were not straight, and I'll show you what I've done. I've decided to sort of build a wall in front of it. So the idea I had was to build a number of panels. So I bought a lot of wood, timber, just, and I think it's 4x2s. I've built a number of frames, and then here's how I've sort of positioned all of them to test that dimensions were okay and everything else. So if you see on the left, I've left a much bigger gap, but I just wanted to get the room sort of the walls perfectly square inside the sort of this small studio. Now I ended up with the dimensions pretty much a cubic 2x2x2 meters, which is, I guess, definitely not ideal, but actually because of the I've put a lot of soundproof. Oh, that's another story. I put a lot of soundproof insulation in each of the panels. So as you can see, I've made the panels, a couple of panels there, and another one is in progress. So I've put the membrane, and then just put the insulation inside it, and put another layer of membrane at the back, and that's pretty much it. When I originally purchased the insulation, the supplier sent me an acoustic insulation, which I didn't know. It looked really great, and I read the reviews before putting it in, but I had some concerns about it, because it did say acoustic insulation, but it wasn't like a sound insulation as I used to know. And I know the sound insulation, it should be like a really compressed, really like slab, whereas acoustic insulation was more of it still was a slab, but it was more of a softish thing. So what actually happened, I've built all this, and I've put everything in, and I've moved everything into the studio and connected everything, just to then realize that acoustic insulation is not doing anything to the low end. I've decided to leave all the ceiling panels in place, so I didn't touch those. It still has acoustic insulation in them. But then I've removed all the wall panels and redone them. So I've opened them up, took the acoustic insulation out, and went and bought the sound insulation and put them back. And I was really worried that was not going to work after I do it. But I was, to my surprise, it actually worked really well. So this is how my little space looks like now. And it actually, this is another. It's one of my experiments from years ago when I was trying to develop some interesting product. So it's got like it's a remote control with a digital LED lights that can do a lot of things. So yeah, this is what my sort of setup looks like. I think I'm going to show you a video as well. So as you sort of walking into the room, yeah, this is what it looks like. And yeah, I've got some LED lights again. I had all of that laying around, so this was a great opportunity to just use all of it instead of it's just, you know, being a waste. Yeah, it took me a couple of days actually to get used to this, because obviously it sounded completely different from what I used to hear in this room. And I have to say that, yeah, I wasn't even sure it worked. I could definitely hear that the sound gone really dead, and you can't really hear much happening whilst you're in the room. So no reflections, and it's a bit weird because it sort of feels like your head spins a bit round, and you know, you're getting a bit dizzy or something. You know, it's really interesting feel. But after a couple of days, well, I got used to it, and then I had to spend quite some time listening to different music, so just to get used to this dead space. But oh, the amount of detail I started hearing within the songs, it's all of a sudden. I mean, I've got a pretty much entry-level monitors, Yamaha HS8, but I have to say that even they started sounding much better from obviously what I used to hear. So I wasn't even sure that these monitors can actually deliver what they're delivering now. A lot more detail. I mean, they're still mighty in the low end. They used to be, and they still are. But it's a lot easier for me to get the sound right after only like spending here less than a week. I've been able to sort of put a mix up and reference it again in my headphones that I've used for more than 10 years, so I sort of know them. They I don't even know what they are, but they sort of semi-professional again. So, and this is what, yeah, so I'm recording, and yeah, that's what I'm using for my face camera, which is facing back. So that's my keyboard here, my mini disc there, my UAD Apollo there. That's the Mac Mini that's actually doing all the recording, and it's Mac Mini with /recording, and that's my server, home server, like to have all the backup, and my SSL6 and another mini disc here. And yeah, I honestly, it's and this is what I've done. I'm gonna tilt the camera, and yeah, so this is what it looks like. So I've got a big screen, and I've installed that big screen in a way so when I actually open my MacBook, which is currently here, the MacBook screen sits just underneath there. But yeah, although this is quite a small space, that's really, so the wall is literally just behind me there. Although this is quite a small space, but oh yeah, I mean, I really enjoy it now. It's been a really pleasure to be in this space, and yeah, all of a sudden I'm getting a bit more productive, getting more ideas that I want to try, and so yeah, I'm going to be doing some more videos very soon in terms of what I do, and you know, just general episodes and how I jam, and you know, maybe there will be some people who's gonna, you know, like that what I do. But yeah, I have to say that it took me, I was originally planning that this was going to take me about 3 days, and if I had the correct insulation delivered, I was done in 3 days, like from start to finish, and I wasn't even working full days. I had like half day doing some other stuff. So yeah, one day I actually worked more than 8 hours, but then all the other days were like just over half day. And so yeah, I've been done in 3 days. It's just because I had to redo the panels and remove them and put a different insulation in there. It took me, yeah, pretty much a week. So yeah, that was a bit of fun. There's only one downside. So I've got this mic here. Yeah, that I'm using to talk to. So that's actually fixed to the desk, and this is how I actually wanted it. What I didn't realize when I was ordering this stuff, that if I do that, there's a lot of rumble going on into the mic, low end rumble. So if I ever want to sort of do a demo on it, I either have to change this and fix this thing to, I don't know, side panels or somewhere else, not to the desk, or just turn it off on the mixer and play. But this is a bit inconvenient because every time I would have to switch it on, play, and then turn it on again. So I may actually consider fixing it to something else. But I mean, because I'm not doing this professionally and because it's only a hobby for me, I've done this on a super low budget. I mean, let me show this to you. So this light, the whole thing cost me like £6, including delivery. And it comes with this remote control where you can change the light, change the brightness, turn it on and off. You know, it's just super cheap, and everything else was like pretty much. This microphone stand, I think, was like £10 again, including delivery. So I have to say I was pretty impressed with the quality of this low budget product. I mean, they do the job. They fairly good build. They're not falling apart from, you know, just touching them. Hopefully because I don't sort of tend to move them very often, so maybe they last me quite a bit. But yeah, we'll see. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.